Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam.
Sheikh Mehmet, a lot of people want to know a little bit about your background and your upbringing. So could you tell us a little bit about where you were born and where did you study? There's a lot of information about Sheikh Nazim and you know where he was born and what he did in his younger years and his childhood and his education. But there's very little information about you, about your background. Where were you born? Where did you study? What did you study? Did you work?
Yes, because Maulana, they know his story.
Yes.
And he got married in Damascus.
Yes.
Mother also, was not from Syria, but was meeting there for Holy Land, Damascus. So we born in Damascus. My own sister and my brother, 4 of us, we were born in Damascus. We studied in Damascus, and I studied in madrasa, Islam madrasa in Damascus. It is the most. By that time I was a small boy. Just I thought it is normal madrasa, but Maulana, my father, he was special, looking all around Damascus, and he put me in this madrasa, Fath al-Islami, Sheikh Saleh Farpour, and it is most stronger by knowledge between Islamic world. So I studied there.
So since you were very young, till how old were you?
Until 17 years, we was in Damascus. After 17 years, it was before the big war happened between Arab and Israel, and before 10 days, Grand Sheikh Maulana Sheikh Abdullah, he was passed away. So Grand Sheikh Maulana became, and he said too difficult to stay in Damascus. We stay in Lebanon. We work in Lebanon. We have wholesale or something like this until 25 years, and after he came and he said he must come to Cyprus. So I was with him in Cyprus until now. They're going around.
So till you were 17 in Syria, you studied in a madrasa. Then you shifted to Lebanon and you started working.
Yeah.
And you had your own business with your father.
No, my father did not work
Okay.
at all. We only my brother.
Okay.
First we worked 2 years with my brother-in-law. They have big shop, and after we was alone with one partner, and it was alhamdulillah, barakah and succeed. But Maulana, he said, must leave this, come to Cyprus.
So then when you were 25, you came to Cyprus.
Yes.
Right. And then what did you start doing in Cyprus? You started working here also?
We tried to work something here, but only in garden first. After some years, my first wife, she passed away. We married and we moved to Istanbul, and so I work in Istanbul.
So how old were you when you got married the first time?
22.
22. And mashallah, you had one child?
No,
2.
4 children.
4 children from your first wife?
No, she all this from first wife. She was kidney
She was not well?
failure, so she baby not complete. 1 and after 2 miscarriage.
Okay. So you had no children from the first wife?
No,
Right. So then when after she passed away, then you married again?
Yeah.
How old were you?
30 years.
30 years old. And then mashallah, you had 4 children.
4 children. Yeah.
From your wife. And then mostly at that time you were looking after the lands of Maulana and the gardens and doing a lot of work on the lands. So growing up, did you know or did you feel that you would have to take over this responsibility, or what was in your mind when you were growing up? That
No, I was because there was I'm never think about this. There another people they must be in this position. But Maulana, it's Allah will, I think. Before I never think about this.
What was it like growing up in such a spiritual environment and being under the influence of, Şeyh Pakistani and your father? What was it like?
It is really good because it's spiritual and this around what area was living. It was very terrible area. No, maybe people they thought Damascus it is for heart of Islam, but it was not like this that time. It was all thinking only for pleasure and for no praying, nothing. They can steal everything. But alhamdulillah, with Maulana and his barakah, we was safe from this. Even neighbor, they are not coming for Grand Sheikh. People come from long distance, but the neighbor, they wasn't. So alhamdulillah, it was nice days. Even that time we was happy to be every day after Asr we go we drink tea and make sohbah, and it was very nice. And now we feel it more better. But at that time it was really
A struggle.
yeah.
It was, in Syria also and in Lebanon also, there was not so much, there was very modern and not so much towards Islam. And in Cyprus also, was it the same environment in all these three places or different?
They are different. Each one they have a special thing. But Lebanon, it was more modern. Damascus not. Poorness.
Sheikh Nazim said that towards the end, we will all have to shift back to Syria. Are you planning anything like this, or are you waiting for the sign?
For sign, Mawlana was sign. Even when he last visited for Damascus, he said, Damascus, it come here.
Damascus has shifted here.
Yeah, he said that. Yes.
So no need now to go to Damascus
What
anymore.
Mawlana said, we don't know what after what will happen, what order will come, but until now here.
Because the situation now, in Syria and all these places is so terrible.
Yeah.
What do you see the situation improving in these places, or is it going to get worse before it gets better?
Of course, there is qasida there. اشتد أزمة فرج, saying you must be more harder to be open. I think it will be like this. It will be open after. It's really very bad.
Everybody is talking about Trump, and this is something very new that has come. And how will this impact Syria and the Muslim countries? Because obviously he's coming with a very different attitude. Not to say that the ones before did any good. I mean, the previous administration created all these wars in Syria and Yemen and all these places. What do you see? Is this person going to be worse, or is it going to be the same, or will there be a shift because of this? What is happening in America and with Trump and all?
They are saying, Turkish saying the most terrible enemy who look like friend.
So they're hypocrites. They were pretending to be friends.
Yeah,
but
better if he said, I am again, we can be aware. But these people, all time, they're coming, we are loving Muslim. This man, his father, grandfather Muslim, and he's done the worst. From beginning, what we say, if Trump coming, is Allah will. We are not afraid from Trump, we are afraid from Allah. So Trump or other, no matter. But Alhamdulillah, he come. And he destroyed their dreams. Because, every time these people, they make a plan for long period.
And he's exposed that.
And especially they put this man, they said, this is crazy, nobody he will win. So putting in front of this lady, easily she can win, they said. But Alhamdulillah, Allah, he make it as he like, and inshallah it will be good, because everything Allah done, it is good. No need for afraid from Trump.
Inshallah. Sheikh Mehmet, what do you see for Pakistan? We're in a very difficult situation right now, and there was this big people getting together against the government, against the corruption, and we had a lot of hope from the army that maybe they would intervene and, get rid of these corrupt people, but this did not happen. And now we have the elections coming in again, but most people are saying that if nothing changes, then the same people will come back in the next elections. What do you see in the future for Pakistan? Is there any hope? What can the Pakistani people do? Who should we support? Also, ex-President Musharraf says that he will be perhaps also contesting elections. Is he the person that we should be supporting?
Pakistan is really amazing place. And they have a special idea. It is our ideas cannot reach them because they separate from India to be, as they say, Pak meaning very clean meaning. Pakistan, the cleanest place. The whole Muslim, whole people. Okay, they are Muslim, but they are not afraid from Allah, from haram, from halal. Everything they can take. So this is a problem. They must know to be corruption. It is a bad thing. It will ask from in Akhirah. But this, they are not at all thinking about this. We see many people in this. They look like Muslim. They have beard. They have, but not afraid to eat haram. This is where most people learn in Pakistan.
Yes, we have a huge influence of the Taliban and the Wahhabi-funded mosques, and they've brainwashed a lot of people towards this direction. And we had certain people like Musharraf and the army who was saying that we will clean it out and we will fight these people and the corruption. But there was a lot of hope from General Rahil Sharif, but now he's retired and a new person has come in. And then there was hope from the Supreme Court, but apparently the Supreme Court is also not delivering. Pakistani people are very, very frustrated and very confused, and they need some direction.
Well, they have something like selfishness.
The leaders, you mean? The
all people also.
The common people.
Even in the street, you see, he throw garbage. Others say he throw. I throw also. Why I will clean? He doing this. He make this wrong thing. I must do same like this. So what Allah said, كما تكوني ولا عليكم. How you are, Allah send you somebody like you. So they are not coming from another country, not from Moon or from Mars. They come. They are these people, children.
So
Unfortunately, this is what they must. They have many madrasa, many ulama, many things, but this selfishness is real. Maybe I don't know if you recognize, but it is this. They have
ignorance and selfishness. So they will just need to suffer till they learn.
It must be no hopeless. It must be first to teach this ulama, to teachers and other to bring good people.
Please come to Pakistan and teach them something.
Yes.
You promised 2018. Now we're waiting for you to come and teach and bring some positive energy to our country. We very much need it.
Mashallah, we have many murid in Pakistan. They are good people, but they must learn this, to control ego, not to follow their ego.
Please pray for us and all the good people in Pakistan who are suffering. They're also good people, and of course everywhere. There is prophecy about Ghazwa-e-Hind, that the Mahdi will only come after Hind and Sindh has been converted to Islam. Do you see this happening? And what does it mean, Ghazwa-e-Hind?
Now what they are saying, many time can be changed or can be say it another way. So we don't know how it will be this. Allah knows. But inshallah, the most what happened in the world, Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, Hajj, Marj, is everybody coming, nobody knows what happened. It is look like a time for Mehmet Alayhi Salam to come, but we don't know how many years.
Did Sheikh Nazim say that Musharraf is one of the generals in Mahdi's army, and that he has a role in the future to unite India and Pakistan? And do you see that maybe he still has a role, or did he have a chance and he messed up the chance?
Sometimes it is like this messed up chance, because many people, Maulana, there was very small politician, and he said something to them, and then they are not listening, so they missed chance. I don't know, maybe for Musharraf the same.
You're not sure whether...
because I wasn't here that time when Maulana met him here. And what happened is in 2001, he was in Pakistan. We met the president. He was Tar. He's Alim, I think. He has a beer in Karachi. And they was saying, maybe we can meet Musharraf in Islamabad. But that time he has something.
Some other meeting.
Other meeting. So he didn't meet.
Yes.
For this karam of Maulana, he bring him and to his.
Yes. Then he came himself in 2004, I think, or 2003, or later.
No, it was came here.
After he was.
Yes.
Yes, he was
maybe
removed.
10 or 11 or something like this.
He was forced to come, and in that meeting, Maulana also gave him some advice, which perhaps he didn't understand correctly, because he perhaps didn't follow it correctly.
I think so many times people not taking after they saying Sheikh was saying this and remembering, but after finish.
So do you have any advice for him, for Musharraf? Is there any way that he can regain the spiritual favor and support Is there something he can do to make amends?
His intention to be good and to make real, to clean corruption from not looking, this is my friend, this is my nephew, don't say anything. For everybody it must be same. But inshallah, if intention like this, Allah, by dua of His people, inshallah, he can be also. But he must put his intention to do this.
To just be sincerely only looking for the country and not his own.
Because really, since 15 years I didn't go, I hear it was become 100 times worse than before when we was before 15 years ago in Pakistan.
Of course. When he was there, it was still stable, it was still good. Now, the
even
corruption-
electricity, they said no electricity.
Yes. And we've taken so many loans and everything we've given, in mortgage. The country is being completely destroyed from the inside, But now they are in Pakistan. They have the CPEC with China, and they're talking about the route, and they're saying that maybe the CPEC will bring prosperity. What do you feel about the Chinese influence in world politics right now, and Putin and Russia and this whole
This is not
strategic?
important. Important to be if you're barakah with halal, not with haram. You can do with Chinese, with Jewish, with Russia, with everybody you can do work. But you must be honest and to be good for your people, not for your pocket only.
But how do we ensure that our politicians and our leaders are doing halal and are not doing corruption?
This from what happened in the country, it's appear. But it is not difficult to say.
So the people should just rise up and demand.
No. People they must. Maulana was saying, don't go on street. If you want to go mosque. Make dua first. Make yourself also to be good people. Allah will send good people for you.
Inshallah.
Thank you. Allah, inshallah, gives these people, good people also to give, who are in Allah open forgiveness door until sun rising from west. So inshallah, it's open. Who doing this and he want to make. Ask forgiveness from Allah, Allah forgive him. Inshallah, there's all politicians to Allah give him inspiration to make tawbah and to make istighfar, and for people also to be in the right way. Allah send us good people and barakah and good life, inshallah. Fatiha.